Hey everyone, so we're back here. We're going to be doing something a little different today because my pickup truck decided to shit the bed. Well, not really shit the bed, but literally took a shit, dropped the tailpipe, and so now it sounds like garbage. So today we're going to be fixing the exhaust on it. Luckily I still have the muffler. I only had to drag it all the way home, which sounded awesome, on top of the truck being super loud and annoying. So that was fun. So this should be a simple fix, I'm hoping, anyway. I just got to cut the old exhaust. There's a part of it rusted out, which caused it to break and fall off, and then it wasn't exactly connected to the muffler. So the tailpipe piece just fell off, and then the muffler was just hanging by one of the exhaust mounts. This is the exhaust underneath the truck. As you can see, it's pretty rusted. So there was a pipe on the outside of this. It's hard to see, but if it'll focus, there you go. So it's all rusted. That pipe just rusted out, and then it came out and then just fell out of the muffler. So it looks like I'll be able to reuse that clamp, which is cool. And then this is the one I had to cut. So I gotta try and think of what to use. There's this one, but it's broken. Oh, there's the exhaust hanger up here, actually. Oh, nice. Maybe oh no, that one's broken too. Awesome. But anyway, if anything, I'll have to weld on a piece to this and then to the muffler or something. I have extra exhaust brackets and bushings like this one. Maybe I can try and use that or something. So this is the muffler. It's actually a MagnaFlow, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty rad. So this was the outlet to the exhaust. This was the bracket that was holding it on. And this side, as you can see, it dragged a little bit. It's all right. Clean that up. So what we're gonna do is this is 2 1/4, and I have some exhaust left over from the 240. So we just got to try and get this bracket off. So we have the exhaust. I cleaned up the end. I got the bracket off. I had to cut the bracket because these bolts are seized on there, as I assumed they would be. Then I went ahead and I cut my exhaust pipe to the length I want. I got the end all cleaned up because I'm going to weld that end to the muffler. And then the exhaust on the truck is only a 2-inch, so it slides in this. So I'll slide it in and utilize a clamp to hold that, and then throw some tacks on it so I don't have to worry about that rattling off. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this welded on. So this is the finished weld. I had one spot on the muffler flange that was really thin and had a crack. So I had to fill it in, and then I blew a hole through it. But if you just work around the edges and then work your way to in the center, you can fill them in. But I'm not going to go and grind it down or anything because it's just going to be under the truck. So I'm just going to clean it up a little bit and slide it in, see how it fits. The first thing I'm going to do is remove this clamp, and then I got to cut. I'm going to cut the exhaust back to about here, so it'll give me something to weld onto. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to use these clamps because they're pretty. I don't think this clamp's coming off. To be able to get a good straight cut on a pipe or something like this is to use some masking tape. Just take a piece, take the tape and wrap it around the exhaust, and then just try and line up the edges. And now you have a straight line all the way around that you can use for a guide. A good piece of advice when you're working on a car that's this rusty, especially when you're on your back, is to wear safety glasses. So when you do shit like this, you're not going to get rust in your eyes, because I've seen it and it's not pretty. It's so rusted I can't even get a socket on this thing. Oh, jeez, Christ. There we go. We have the exhaust all finished up. See, it's on there. It's nice and quiet now. True ghetto fashion, we just use zip ties. So it'll be, and I left that tape on there, so it'll smell and burn on there. It'll be real nice. Heading over to my friend Rob's house. He just got a car. It's one of his first cars, actually. So we're gonna head over there, give him a hand. I guess it needs a brake line or something. So we'll see how long this takes, and then afterwards we're gonna hit up the skate park. Maybe we'll try and get some footage of that, but we'll see. So after we finished the exhaust video, we went to my friend Rob's house to help him with his car, doing some brake lines, and we were just about done. And we went to Advanced Auto to get a union for the brake line, to put the new line to the old line, what have you, whatever. So we run in, run out, go to jump in the truck, and it won't start. So I think I jinxed myself. My pickup truck decided to shit the bed when I said it took a shit, because it literally has now. I believe it's the fuel pump, so we're going to run some tests. I have about an hour before I have to leave for a survey. Luckily it's near my home, so I didn't have to go into the city. But what I want to do is in the back, it's hard to see, but right there you can kind of see where the valve cap is the Schrader valve for the fuel line. So I want to put some rags underneath it and release all the pressure out of the fuel lines, and then turn the key on and see if the pump primes it back up. It's one way to tell if your fuel pump is going bad. Another would be to listen through the gas cap. We tried that. I couldn't really tell if it was turned on or not, so it's probably not, but we're gonna try that first and see if it primes the fuel lines, because it's an easy way to tell. Alright, so with this, the fuel will shoot out if there's any in here, so make sure you have it's covered and your face isn't near this. So you just need to push in the valve. Oh, and there's nothing coming out. So that would tell me alright, so I'm depressing the valve on the inside and there's no fuel coming out of it. So that means that there's no fuel in the fuel rail, meaning that the pump is in fact not working. and nothing. So, without further ado, that means the fuel pump, in fact, is actually bad. Alright, so we found our culprit. It is, in fact, a fuel pump. So that's going to be it for now. We're going to order some parts, and hopefully in a week or two we'll be able to get the bed off and swap those 2 tanks. I think that's going to be our best option for now. Thanks for viewing this. Like, subscribe if you want to see anything in particular while we do this. Let me know now. Make sure to include that. Thanks, guys.